Yeah, man. You know how it go, man.
John Boyle, want to get us going?
Sure, Jamal. I know you guys are all confident what you can be in a defense, the talent you have. What do you think the next step is for you guys to kind of get to the level you want to be at?
Just going forward. Just getting back to who we are as a defense. Our mindset hasn't changed. We understand who we are, and we just got to get back to believing in that. Everybody, you know what I mean, and playing our style of play. And starting this week, things will change.
Jen?
Yesterday, Pete talked about use check and how when he's on the field, it's hard to tell where that personnel group is going. What about that wait and see? Can you not hear me?
No, I can hear you a little bit. You're good.
Okay. So what about that makes it super challenging on the defense? Just waiting to see what ends up happening instead of being able to see that in a formation change.
Right. Yeah. I think Coach Kyle Shanahan does a phenomenal job as far as mixing personnels and just giving certain looks to where they might window dress a certain personnel, make 11 look like 12 or whatever the case may be. 12 look like 11, or they'll bring in 22 personnel. They're very creative, and so we definitely have a challenge at hand. We understand who we're facing, and we have to be on our P's and Q's at all times.
John Boyle?
I'm good. You can all skip me.
Bob?
Yeah, Jamal. Ken Norton was saying yesterday he feels like opponents are really paying attention to you in terms of when they see you coming as a blitzer. That it feels like it's pretty obvious. They really have taken note of that after last year. Have you felt that at all, or do you really feel like
Yeah. Obviously, they're going to slide the protection my way, or they're always looking for me. So I got to, obviously, disguise a lot and do what I do best. Obviously the coaches are putting me in those positions to, make those disguises and whatnot. Obviously, I understand, who I am as a football player, and I understand, what the, opposing offensive line or quarterback is going to do. So, obviously it's just how the game goes, man. But that's not an excuse for me. I'm all about making plays and doing whatever I can to help the team win.
Michael Sean?
Hey, what's up, Jamal? You said just now that you guys know who you are as a defense.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you guys as a defense?
Yeah, I think it's about just gaining the confidence back, right? When you drop 2 games, early in the season, obviously you have guys that might hang their head, right? But at the same time, it's not about the wins and losses. We got to continue to, put the work in. We got to continue to stay confident, continue to understand what our goals were at the beginning of the season, because it's a long season. And we can still reach all of our goals. We can turn this thing around. It's happened before. Even when I wasn't here, it happened last year, getting started late. But obviously we don't want these late starts. But sometimes it happens. Everybody's not going to be perfect in the league. But at the end of the day, it's who's playing the best football in December. That's what it's about.
Was the Vikings game so frustrating because what was going wrong was simple stuff on defense?
No, we didn't execute, and we took an L. Just how it goes, man.
Thanks.
RTL?
Jamal, following up on that attention you get on defense, is it, if you get a double team, for example, is it frustrating for you, even though you're opening up lanes for other defenders, you're getting cut out of the action? How do you manage that?
As long as we win, man, whatever it takes. It's not about me, whatever it takes.
Jackie?
Hey, Jamal, with how versatile George Kittle is, what unique challenges does he bring to a defense?
Yeah, obviously he can do everything. He can block and he can run the route tree. So we definitely have to have our eyes, open for him and just being aware of where he is down in distance and what personnel he comes in on. And we got to key him for sure. He's a great player.
Anyone else after Jackie here? All right, thank you, sir.
Easy.